So we're back from a brief break. Miss Nannette Shillingford, who is the STEM coordinator and the environmental specialist for Date Academy. She just gave us the mission and some great introductory information about Date Academy. I wanted to dive a little deeper. And can you tell us a little bit about the STEAM and the STEM programs that are offered at Date Academy?
Yes, some of the programs that we have at Date Academy include we have a STEM bus, and that STEM bus has a STEAM Dream Team that goes along. We have an internship program that our kids are involved in. We have a CTAE. They are a part of our program here at the school as well. That's to name a few.
Excellent. And I love this because I'm like, man, you guys are right on the money because we also at ACP, we have our mobile lab tour. So we have our own version of a STEM bus.
Okay.
So I want to dive into that STEAM Dream Team. That has a ring to it. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
What is the purpose of the STEAM Dream Team program and how are your students involved in it?
Okay, well, the STEAM Dream Team was a passion that I had to give back and to elevate our gifted students who are accelerators. It is a group of eighth grade students, and sometimes we do select seventh graders to come. And through the program, they're mentored through me and they're trained. But what they do is these students are focused on learning and becoming experts, first of all, in the engineering design process. They actually go through the process and build something before the year is up. They also get other type of leadership skills. That's one of the bigger things. They go out, they actually are the ones that teach the children. They create the lessons that are done on the actual STEM bus itself. They come up with different experiments that they're interested in because generally there's an area, because we do STEAM. So in that science, technology, engineering, art, and or math, the areas that they have a passion for that they want to pursue later, they're able to start nurturing that skill now for later, maybe when they're in college. A few other things, they get organizational skills, which is awesome. They're public speaking because they're speaking in front of others all the time. But some of the electronical things or the technology, they become experts in drones. They do circuits and chemical experiments. And they also even do anatomy of the body. We've done dissecting. Oh, and one more thing, I told you I get excited when I start talking about the STEAM team. But one of the things that's really awesome too, all of those components that I was telling you about and all of that knowledge that we have here on our campus, those students take that knowledge out into the community. And we take that bus to different daycares so that we can plant seeds in young children that are in daycares before they actually enter into the school system. So that this is not the first time they've heard about some of this technical information. And I believe it helps to prepare them to process it better when they actually do enter into the school system. So it's an awesome thing because these eighth graders are out there planting seeds into younger children and giving back to the community.
Absolutely. That is so exciting and inspiring. And I'm hoping that some of these eighth grade students want to turn around and become teachers and instructors because that mentorship and, like you said, that leadership, those skills that they're learning at such a young age. I mean, my goodness, they can truly transfer that and change lives.
Yes.
If they end up having a passion for teaching. I can only see that these students start to develop that sort of inspiration as they're doing this.
Yes.
I love that. The skills, that's so important that they're getting that. Tell me a little bit about the selection process for these eighth grade students, as well as you mentioned even some of the seventh grade students.
Yes. Well, generally, and I'll even say this, I have sprinkled a sixth grader at once because you need to be preparing some younger students because when the eighth graders leave, they're on their way to high school. So but you have to be exceptional. And exceptional is not just, I'm not just looking for students with straight A's, which they know my expectations. Those grades have to stay up. The reason it's so important because they go almost every Friday. Almost every Friday, they take the bus out. Well, those students, they make sure that their work is turned in on time. They're always academically prepared. And one of the huge things, which is non-negotiable with me, these students generally have no behavior problems. And the reason that's important, because they have to be responsible. They have to earn this position to go out, because these kids get internships at other technical companies. They're out representing the school itself when we're out in the public. And I just think that these are kids that are deserving of these positions because they have to earn it. So with all that being said, that's generally observed of students. And a lot of times it's so funny because people think I pick, but what I do is I go to the teachers, because their teachers see them every day and they know who has an interest and they know who the leaders are in their classroom. And so I always go for a list of recommendations, and then we kind of observe. But at the end of the day, the teachers give me a list of students, and from that list of students, they are selected after a small application process.
Wonderful. Well, that sounds like you guys have an exciting thing going on over there with this STEAM Dream Team.
Yeah.
And I know we need to bring them on that episode of their own. I mean, we got to get some students on here, definitely.
They love it.
I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for giving us some information about the STEAM and the STEM programs. We discussed the STEM bus and the STEAM Dream Team, as well as the internship programs, CTAE, just to name a few of the programs that you all have and offer at Date Academy, as well as what the STEAM Dream Team is, the purpose, having these 8th grade students really build out their own curriculum, if you will, their own lessons, and then going out into these daycares and teaching other students. That is so inspiring. That's amazing. And the skills that they're getting, the technical and the soft skills that you listed, that you can't beat that. And last but not least, the selection process of these students. I mean, I can't wait to meet them, because if they have good behavior, exceptional grades, they're able to earn this position, and their teachers love them. I cannot wait to meet them and have them on this program. Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Nannette. Any last words about the STEAM Dream Team?
Well, you know, one thing I didn't add that I wanted to add, really to give them their kudos. My students for the last 2 years have gone down to, it's in Athens every year for the teacher conference. It's a huge Georgia-wide conference where teachers come to get their professional development and training. It's a big thing. Well, my students have gone the last 2 years, and they've been there and they have actually instructed teachers.
Wonderful.
I'm very, very proud of that. Yes. I almost forgot that part. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm glad you told us, because that's something I'm definitely going to ask the students about. That's an experience I know they'll never forget.
Never.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to learn more about Date Academy.